Hey guys, welcome back to the English Gentleman Gamer with me, Roscoe. Just wanted to share a few thoughts on the Killzone 3 trilogy announced yesterday or the day before. On paper it looks like a good deal, and you get Killzone 1 HD as it's called now, although I have to confess, on the screenshots I saw, I didn't look massively impressed. I wasn't massively impressed. Doesn't matter, but obviously, I'd have to reserve judgment, if you will, until I see the game actually up and running somewhere on a PS3. Killzone 2 and 3, I've played them. Killzone 2, arguably better in my opinion. I liked the graphics a bit more. They were a bit more dark and brooding, I thought. The maps were just as good, but they were all some different ones. And obviously there's some that have come from Killzone 2 into Killzone 3. Radek Academy is the one that springs to mind. And a couple of other ones. So for 40, allegedly it's going to be £40, and that to me looks like a good price. But for me personally, it's a waste of time because I've played Killzone 2 and 3, so I'm not likely to pay 40 quid to play Killzone 1 in HD. But more importantly, I think it signifies, personally, I think Killzone 4 is on its way. Because Guerrilla haven't done a great deal. They've announced the PS Vita game, is it Killzone Mercenaries or something? That's in the pipeline. So they've obviously done some work on that. They've obviously not had to do any work at all on Killzone 2 and 3 for this trilogy pack, because they're already PS3 games. They've obviously had to do some graphical work on Killzone 1, but I don't think that'll take the whole studio a very long time. I think it means Killzone 4 is in the pipeline personally, because Killzone 3 came out 18 months ago, and they've done, this the Vita game is the only thing they've announced new in the last 18 months. They've only released a couple of map packs for Killzone 3, so again that wouldn't have taken them a long time. I have heard that I don't know where I read this, but they've got some new IP or whatever they're working on. I still think Killzone 4 is going to be announced soon. Personally, that's just my opinion. I think this trilogy is the perfect way to set it up. I mean, I can't honestly imagine anyone at Sony or Guerrilla expecting to do millions of sales of this trilogy. I think anyone who wanted to play these games on the PS3 would have played them already, and there'll be a few people maybe pick it up for nostalgia reasons. Maybe they sold it like a year ago, whatever, and think, for 40 quid I'll do Killzone 1 single player, whatever. I don't know, but I still think this signifies Killzone 4 is on its way, personally. I don't think we'll see a new IP off Guerrilla until the PS4 itself comes out, and from what I've read that might be a year away. I mean, I did see quite a cool looking mock-up yesterday online somewhere, a red and white looking PS4, but I still think Killzone 4 is on its way. I think this is a nice way to get Killzone 3 inexpensively from their point of view, at the forefront of our minds again, and get a few people playing it, get the servers back up, because to be honest, the Killzone 3 servers are fairly empty, which is a shame. I mean, Killzone 3 is a fantastic looking game. It doesn't have any of the graphical or technical issues that Battlefield 3's had. I mean, I can't comment on Bad Company 2, because I came to that game quite late, so I think all the issues there were ironed out, but I mean, technically and graphically, I think Killzone 3 is fantastic. Killzone 2, in its own way, looked just as good. Not quite as shiny, and the maps were a little bit smaller, apart from a couple that I can think of. But, for a relatively small outlay, Guerrilla have got the game back in the forefront of our minds again. So, I think it is a sign, especially them working on this Killzone Mercenaries, I think Killzone 4 is on its way. That's just my opinion. Now, I won't be getting this trilogy pack because I've played Killzone 2 and 3, and I'm not interested in playing. I did have a demo of Killzone 1 on the PS2. I thought it was alright. It was never, in my opinion, going to be the Halo killer that they wanted it to be. It just didn't. It looked, technically, I thought it looked as good as Halo did, but it just wasn't as much fun. I mean, Halo was, whatever magic ingredient Bungie put into that game, it was just always more fun, to be honest. And I didn't ever get into the multiplayer on the PS2 because my PS2 required the extra network adapter thing, and I never got one when they were easily available, and by the time I came around to being interested in doing it, they were extremely hard to get hold of, so I never got into that on the PS2, so I can't comment on the multiplayer. I've seen video footage of it and it didn't look very exciting, to be honest. I never played Halo multiplayer on the first Xbox, but I did play the single player campaign all virtually to the end, and I was quite impressed by it, to be honest, and I'm not easily impressed. But anyway, I think this Killzone trilogy, signifies that Killzone 4 is on its way or going to be announced. I mean, they released it. I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine they would. I suppose now is the ideal time, really. I mean, the last Killzone was released in February, so if they wait possibly till the hype over Call of Duty and Medal of Honor's out of the way, then I think, just after Christmas gives you 6 weeks, 2 months to build up towards releasing a game in February, because that's when Killzone 3 came out, was February 2011. So I think Killzone 4 is on its way anyway. That's just my top tip. Whether I buy it or not, it's a different story, because I've played 2 games, and from my own personal point of view, I think it's gone downhill a little bit in Killzone 3. The multiplayer technically plays just as well, if not better, than Killzone 2, but the server thing really pissed me off, because the amount of time I waste going into matches to find out it's one-on-one or I'm on my own in a server just takes the piss, to be honest. But anyway, that's just my personal opinion. So anyway, guys, thank you for listening to my little thoughts on Killzone 4, and I'll hopefully have some Battlefield 3 ready for you soon. Take it easy. Bye.